Hi again, everyone. Welcome. It is 4 o'clock, and you know what that means? It is time for Wonder Sparks DIY Puppet Craft. Woohoo! All right, here we go. Oh, somebody complimented my dog, Peach. Haha, thank you. I'll be sure and pass along the message. She is going to be sleeping in the background, it looks like, today. All right, welcome. Once again, I am Christina with Wonder Spark Puppets, and it's 4 o'clock, so it's time to get started with our DIY puppet craft for today. So today, we are going to be making these Flying Bird Marionettes. There we go. And I wanted to preface this by saying I did find this online on Pinterest, and there's a blog called crocotak.com. It's KROKOTAK.com, and they did have a printout with a pattern if you wanted to make this exact kind of shape, but I honestly kind of just made my own, and I wanted to show you something even a little bit different than this, because I think there's a lot that you can do with this puppet. I think you could make a different kind of bird, or you could even make an airplane, or maybe a superhero, or anything you want. So I'm going to show you something a little bit different that has the same kind of workings as this, and I want to encourage you to be as creative as you want. So that being said, let's get started. So for this puppet, we'll go over our supply list. We will need some construction paper. So I've got 2 full sheets of a color. For my main color in my sample, I used black. This is kind of I think a swallow is the type of bird. But with you all today, I thought I would do something really different and make a blue jay. So I'm going to use this bright blue paper. I've got a little bit of black and a full sheet of white for some details. Here's orange for the beak, but I think for my blue jay, I'm going to use the black for the beak, so we might not need that. So I've got my construction paper. I've got my scissors. I've got a pencil. And this could be either for drawing out the shapes before you cut them if you need to, but mostly it's going to be for poking the holes for the string when we get there. So I've got my pencil, I've got a glue stick, I've got some tape, and I've got my yarn or any string that you might have to use for your marionette string, and I've got my googly eyes, as always. Always very handy, those googly eyes. If you don't have googly eyes, you can always make your own eyes or draw them on with the markers. And, oh yes, I have my markers. Not sure if I mentioned that, but here they are, my trusty markers, or crayons, whatever you have on hand to decorate. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is pick our main color for the body. So as I said, here in my sample, I used black, but with you all, I'm gonna do something different. I'm gonna use this bright blue that I have. Now, I'm gonna take this sheet of paper long ways, and I'm gonna cut about a 2-inch strip. If you wanna get really specific about it, if you want to measure 2 inches, you can, but I did not measure. I'm just gonna eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. So we're just going to take about a 2-inch strip, and we're just going to cut straight across. And if you want, if it's helpful for you, again, if you have a ruler or a straight edge and you want to draw with a pencil or a marker, draw that straight line across and then cut it, if that makes it easier for you, go ahead. Or if you want to ask a helper, an adult that's around, to help you cut, go for it. Okay. There we go. So now I've got my long strip, about 2 inches. I think I got a little narrower on this side, but that's okay. And now I'm gonna turn it this way, and I'm gonna cut the same width that I just cut, about 2 inches. So I'm gonna mark it with my finger right there. If you wanna mark with a pencil, you can do that too. And again, if you wanna take a ruler and make it really straight, you can do that as well. But I'm just gonna go based off of my mark that I made and just cut straight across. Okay, so I've got one long strip of paper, I've got one shorter strip of paper, and they are about the same width. Okay, good. Now that's going to be, so the smaller one's going to be for the head, the longer one is going to be for the body, and now I'm going to make a tail. So I'm going to show you quickly how I made this little V-shaped tail for this swallow bird, and then I'm also going to make a different shape for my blue jay. So I'm just going to take my extra paper here, and I'm going to think about making a V shape, like the letter V. So I'm going to go, you know what, better if I use my marker so that you can see the lines that I'm drawing. So I'm going to make a nice big V shape, like that, nice and big. And then I'm going to do one more time a V shape. I'm going to start at the points and go down kind of towards the middle. I'll show you what I mean by that. Like that. It's not that even, but that's okay. So I made one big V, and then connecting the points, I made another smaller V inside. So then when I cut that out, cutting basically along my black line, I'll have this shape here. And that's the same shape that I used for my swallow, if you see that. So that's how to do that one. But right now I want to make a blue jay. So I'm going to make a little bit of a different shape. I'm going to show you how to do a different shaped tail. So I'm going to use my same piece of paper because I don't need that much. And now I'm going to think about kind of a seashell shape. So I made 2 lines like this, and now I'm going to make some round domes like that. Almost like if I were to draw some lines, it almost look like a seashell. So 2 lines going diagonally away from each other, and then you can connect them with some little dome shapes like this. That's what I'm going to use for my blue jay tail. Okay. So I'm going to make it a little narrower. And I'm cutting out my tail. Okay. So I cut off one of my little domes to make it a little skinnier. Now I only have 3 domes for my tail. And I will set that aside. So now I have 3 pieces. I have my longer piece, I have my shorter piece, and I have my tail. So let's start with that. We're going to take our longer piece for our body, and we're going to glue our tail to the end of it. Okay? I'm going to use my glue stick for that. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the edge of my tail and glue it right there to the end of that long strip. Now I'm going to take the other end and loop it over like that, and I'm going to glue just about to right there, almost halfway, right? So here's my long strip of paper. I've glued my tail to the end, and I'm bringing the end down towards the other end, And I'm gonna glue about that much. So I will do that now. I'm adding the glue right about from here down to where the tail starts. So I've got my glue on and I'm folding it over like this. Okay, so if I hold it this way, I've got a loop around with my tail sticking out at this end. All right, now let's make the head of our bird. Now I will take this shorter piece and just loop it around. If anybody did the snake marionette a few weeks ago, almost like that, just making a loop with the paper, but a little bit smaller this time. Doesn't have to be too big. And I'm just gonna put some glue and connect that together, connect those two ends. There we go. Okay, let's add a few details. I'm going to take just a small piece of white paper. Now I'm going to add some details of the belly here. Blue jays also have white bellies, so I'm going to kind of do the same thing. So I have my head here, and I'm going to kind of look and see how wide I want to make this. So I can kind of mark either side. Just about like that. That's how wide I want it. And I'm going to make just a little oval shape. So I'm going to take those two lines that I made and kind of connect them with a round half circle. Same thing on the other side. Just about like that. I know there's a bit of a glare, but almost like an egg shape. And I can cut that out. All right. There's my little egg, basically. And now I'm going to take the body and kind of do the same thing. Just going to kind of mark how wide it is. Like that. And now I want this one to be a little bit longer because the body is a little bit longer. So I'll say about like that. So I'm extending my lines here. Ta-da! And now same thing. I'm going to connect the two lines with a round line, kind of a half circle, and same thing on the bottom. So now I've just got kind of a longer oval. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to cut that one out too. So again, this is what I'm doing. If you want to use all black or all gray for all the pieces, maybe you can make an airplane, or maybe a superhero suit. But I'm just showing you how I made this bird puppet, but I think there are lots of different things that could fly and make a really exciting puppet. So now I'm going to take my white belly and glue it to the underneath side of my puppet. I'm putting glue here on the white paper, that nice long oval that I made. And I'm gluing it right about like that. There we go. And same thing with the head. Just gonna put some glue on and just glue it to one side. You know what? I'm going to use my white paper to cover up the little seam so you don't see it. Okay, well, there we go. Now, let's connect the two. So I'm going to take my body and my head and glue them together like this. It's coming together. So I'll just put a little bit of glue either on the body or on the head, so that both of the white sides are on the same side. Instead of like this, oh, my hand's in the way. Instead of like this, I'm gonna put the white underneath side to be both on the same side. So we'll use a little bit more glue. Glue that right on like that. There we go. Now it's actually very bright today, so the white is a little bit glaring. Apologize, but I always prefer the sunshine anyway, so I'm not going to complain. Okay. So there we go. If you turn it to the side, we have our nice circle here. We've got our loop from the body that all connects down to our tail. Now, we need some wings, don't we? I'm going to take, yeah, I don't think my other sheet of paper has enough, so I'm going to take a new sheet of paper, and I'm going to take it long ways, or sorry, yeah, this is the wide side this way, and I'm going to fold it hamburger style this time, so the shorter ways. Long ways would be the hot dog. I'm going to do hamburger. Okay, and now it's time for the wings. So a really, really easy way to make the wings is just, I have my fold here in the middle. Take a marker so you can see. And I'm just going to start out here at the end and make a curved line down and like that. Just starting at the corner, coming down a little ways and bringing it to the edge. That is a really simple way to do wings, and that works perfectly well. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same basic shape, and just to give it a little more detail, I'm going to add a few extra curves there, right? So we have our basic shape, and then what I'm going to cut out, I'll do it a different color, is on the pink. I've made a few extra curves like this, so it looks like feathers. But same basic idea. You can do just the curved line, or you can add a couple of extra little domes to look like feathers. So I will cut that out now. Okay, and I made it a little narrower on this end to make sure that it can fit on the inside. So I'm going to take my wings. We have the loop here in the body, so my wings are going to fit right through that loop, just like that. Oh, now it looks like a bird. Look at that. Excellent. So I'm going to put some glue. You can kind of still see where the fold is on the wings. I'm going to put some glue right there in the fold and glue it right to the middle of the back of my bird. Here we go. Putting the glue right on that fold. And gluing it so that the wings are basically centered. Yeah. Great. Okay, here we go, coming right along. Last few things, we're gonna add a beak and we're gonna add some eyes. So for the beak, I just have a small piece of paper. Don't need that much, can get rid of this part. So I've got a little piece right here. I'm just gonna fold anywhere in my paper and I'm gonna make a triangle. Let's see if I can show you this. Just kind of a little triangle, starting at the fold. Can you see that? And I'm gonna cut that out. So now when I unfold it, I basically have a diamond shape. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that fold. And I'm going to glue it right to the front of my bird's face. Yeah. Press it down a little bit. There we go. Can you see from the side? No, it's black, it might be a little hard to see. There we go. There's my beak. Right in the front. Okay. And lastly, I'm going to just add my googly eyes. This one's taking a little bit more time. So just for time's sake, I'm just gonna use my googly eyes. You can watch a couple of our other videos if you want, where I show you how to make some eyes just out of paper and some marker. That's super easy as well. But I think this is gonna be a little bit faster, so I can show you how to attach the string. There we go, look at those eyes. Great. Okay. Oh, look at this silly guy. Very nice. Okay, so now we have our bird, and I do want to show you, you can use this as a puppet right now. You see this loop in the body? I can put my hand through it, and I can make a puppet that way. He can fly upside down. Or we can make it into a marionette. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to take our pencil, and right here on the top of the head, right in the middle, close to where the head meets the body, so right about here, I'm going to poke a hole. There we go. And I'm also going to poke another hole, kind of right where the glue stops, right? So over here, the body's glued together. Right on the other side where it opens up into a loop is where I'm going to put my other hole. So I've got one here and one here. Now we can take our string or yarn. Doesn't have to be too long. Looks like mine is about 2 feet at this point. And cut it. We'll tie a knot on one side. And on the other side, I'm going to take a little piece of tape and just wrap it around the yarn. If you're using a different kind of string, you could probably skip this step, but yarn tends to fray when you try to put it through. So I'm just wrapping this tape around. If you think like a shoelace, they have the plastic ends. It makes it easier to lace. It's the same idea. So I find this very helpful. You can wrap a little tape around the end. Okay, so I'm gonna go through the head first. Take my yarn and pull it through to the knot. And I always like to put a little piece of tape on the inside to make sure the knot doesn't come through. I don't know if you can see. There we go. So I've taped it down. And now I'm going to take the other side and put it through. So I've gone up through the head, and now I'm going down through the body. And I can pull it through a little bit extra right now. I'm going to tie another knot on the end with the tape. And I can cut that off. And I can put another piece of tape inside if I want to. Do that real quick. Okay. Here we go. And that is our flying marionette. And I like this idea of the 2 strings because you can find your own balance. If you just put one string through, you really have to be careful to get the balance right. Otherwise, your bird's going to be tipping in a different direction. But if you have one towards the head and one towards the middle or the back, it makes it really easy for you to get a nice even puppet. And it looks really beautiful when it's flying around. Okay. Ooh. And as with all marionettes, sometimes they get tangled. It's part of it. Okay, so now here's 2 different options, and they look really different. So I wanted to show you the 2 different ways. There's 2 different tails, different colored beaks, so that you can make your own design. And like I said, I really would love for somebody to make a superhero or an airplane or something like that. Anything that flies, I would love to see it. So post those pictures, tag us at WonderSpark Puppets. We love to see your pictures. And you can always visit our website. wondersparkpuppets.com for all of the latest. Let's see. We have our merch shop there as well on the website. I'm sporting my Wonder Spark Puppets t-shirts today. We've got all kinds of exciting stuff there that you can buy. And we also have a membership program there as well. At the top of the website, you'll see a button that says support, and there's 3 different levels of membership if you would like. They're super affordable, and there's all different kinds of perks that you can get as well. Discounts at the store, longer access to our live stream puppet shows, extra raffle tickets, all kinds of cool stuff. Just a reminder, we are here every day with our DIY puppet crafts every weekday, Monday through Friday. That'll be at 4 p.m. and weekends, Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. And furthermore, we live stream a puppet show every Friday at 11 a.m., a new and different puppet show. So definitely tune in for that. It is free, and that'll be up on our Facebook and YouTube for a full week until we stream the next live show. And one of the perks of membership is you get longer access to those live stream shows. And you can also, in our merch store, aside from buying cool swag, you can enter, you can buy a raffle ticket, and you can enter to win a private live streamed puppet show as well for your very own entertainment in your very own home. So all kinds of cool stuff going on. Once again, that is wondersparkpuppets.com. And we also want to give a quick shout out to the Astoria Bookshop. So they do a story time on Instagram Live Thursdays at 11 a.m. So that's tomorrow. They'll be reading a couple of different stories, and I'll be back with another craft, another DIY puppet craft tomorrow, and it'll tie in to one of the stories that they have read in the morning. So definitely check them out. Tune in on Instagram Live at 11 a.m. for their story time, and then come back and build puppets with us tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. I'm really excited to see the puppets that you make. Again, I encourage you to be as creative as you want. We love to see it. Thank you so much. Bye.